Hi guys, so this is to walk you guys through your third essay assignment. You guys have read one of the greatest American dramas ever written, which is Death of a Salesman, in this unit. So you're going to write an argumentative essay over this play, obviously. So for your prompt, you're going to choose one major theme found in this drama, Death of a Salesman. You're going to write an argumentative essay looking at how that theme is portrayed through specific literary elements, the dramatic structure, or other elements of drama that you want to discuss. So some example themes here that you could talk about are things like the futility of the American dream, the idea of guilt and the past, male-dominated relationships in the play, individualism and the capitalist society, the pitfalls of American consumerism. There are dozens of themes that you could look at in this play. If you find one of these interesting, of course you can look at one of these. These are kind of the major themes of the play, but I do encourage you, if you find something else to be more interesting, do something more unique. If you like, you could look at gender norms and gender relationships in the play. You could use the feminist lens. You could look at a historical lens of sort of the post-war society that's developing, and sort of the rise of suburban America. There's a lot of things you could be looking at here, and if you're not sure where to start, definitely look at some of the scholarly articles that are out there on this subject, on Death of a Salesman, because they give you some really interesting points where you could kind of start thinking about some of these themes in different ways. You definitely should need to focus your analysis on the text, so keep the focus on analyzing the literature, looking at specific literary devices that are used. So use all of the content that you've learned across these 3 units to your advantage. So use the lectures from this unit, from the previous units, looking at the dramatic structure, the characterization, the literary devices like sound or how lighting is used in these plays, or looking at symbolism or imagery, or all of these things that you've learned about in your analysis. Make sure that you're using concrete literary terminology and solid evidence from the text. So pull quotes from the text and use that as evidence to support your claim. You are required to use at least one scholarly source and one source of your choosing. It doesn't have to be scholarly, but it does need to be credible to support your analysis. So 2 sources total are required. You did use a scholarly source last week in an assignment, so you're more than welcome to use the same source. What you're not allowed to do is just copy and paste what you did in last week's mini essay. I do not want to see the same copy and paste. I want this to be an entirely new assignment, because it's not the same prompt, so it shouldn't have the same crossover in terms of thought. But you are more than welcome to use the same scholarly article, just you can't copy and paste what you wrote last week. It is a form of plagiarism if you do that. Your essay is 3 to 4 pages in length and is due on Sunday, April 28th at midnight. It does need to have standard MLA. Everything's going to be checked for plagiarism. Remember that means 3 pages minimum down to the bottom. You're always welcome to write more. Use proper citations, and of course have a bibliography in addition to the required minimum page length. The choice of thematic topic is yours, so choose carefully. Choose something that's of interest to you. It's always easier to write about something that is engaging and interesting. So make sure you choose something that of course, you feel you can write about. You do need to discuss the work in depth and use your knowledge of how to analyze literature and drama in context with your argumentation skills. Also make sure, again, that you have lots of solid evidence from both the text and the secondary sources, and then have good, solid research to support. You're going to be assessed on making sure you have a fully developed argumentative thesis statement, good close analysis of the work and its major concepts, lots of solid evidence to support your claims from both the primary and the secondary sources, proper page length, MLA, good formatting, proper number of sources, citations, etc. A fully developed essay structure, of course, as usual, so a good intro, clear main ideas with evidence, and a conclusion. And then a careful, clear organization of all your ideas. Make sure that you are organizing your thoughts before you get them down on page. If you have any questions about this, let me know. But otherwise, you guys are prepared for this. You know what you're doing, and you guys should be good to go on this.